in order to have an intimate relationship with the Father, one thing that will hinder it greatly is unforgiveness and bitterness towards your own earthly father, because unforgiveness is an open door for the enemy to come in and wreak havoc in your life. And he will cause deep roots of bitterness in your heart. And, it's very hard to uproot this stuff when it's very deeply ingrained. Like myself, had a lot of bitterness, a lot of anger, a lot of rage, and it spilled out into a lot of areas in my life. Mainly, I turned inward on myself, as a form of self-rejection because of unforgiveness. Forgiveness is a decision. It doesn't necessarily change the way you feel. It's that you need to make a decision to say, God, I want you to be my father. And in order for me to experience you in the fullness of being a father towards me, I choose as an act of my will to release my father right now. I choose to forgive my father as an act of my will. Now, when you make that decision, it's so important because you're giving God the right then to be the judge and jury of that matter. You're giving God the right to now work fully on your heart because you are no longer withholding forgiveness. It doesn't now. A lot of people, and from my own experience, I thought that when I chose to forgive, I should feel different. Now, that wasn't the case. I would still feel angry. I'd still feel pain. But the way you feel doesn't mean that you haven't forgiven. Forgiveness is first a decision. So you choose to forgive as an act of your will. And then the healing process can truly begin. You're giving God the right and you're giving him access to begin the healing in your heart, which is a journey. As mentioned earlier, I had to embark on a long-term psychotherapy program. I went into therapy for 2.5 hours a week for 18 months.